heed this warning from the earth.
So today finds us at the Conquistador Resort here in Puerto Rico, Waldorf Astoria Conquistador Resort, and we're here to view a boat. We're going to take a look at a Grand Soleil 50 that's on the hard here, and so we're going to meet the owner's friend in a little bit, and check it out, see what's going to go on. But in the meantime, we're going to have breakfast. This is the water park over here. Doesn't look like it's open yet.
There's your wife. Hello. Good morning. Love you.
Enjoying yourself yet?
No. Have to go up there.
Go up the funicular. Well, that doesn't look very safe.
Good kid.
So my job is to make sure there's no rodents nearby. I'm a varmint hunter. Over there's probably the marina we're going to.
Yeah.
One of the things the cruising guide to the BVI talks about is how the British Virgin Islands and the U.S. Virgin Islands decided sometime in the 60s that they were not going to be modeled the way on the cruise ship model, as it were, which was that you capture every dollar by vertically integrating and making sure the cruise ship stops only at places where you own the restaurants or have some sort of a connection, and that from one end to the other, the passengers spend money at your restaurants, at your bars, at, everything. And in all honesty, this resort is that way. There's something like 8 restaurants here and a water park and everything else. And to leave, they even charge you to valet park your car, or even free parking. It's like only $5 less. It's like $15 to park your car and $20 to do the valet. And so to get your car and leave is kind of a hassle. Parking's not close by at all. But the resort itself is beautiful, the marina's beautiful, everything. It's an oasis of sorts. So just a interesting kind of thought about how these places are set up. It's not really for me. It's a good place to sleep, I suppose.
Watch that lens doesn't fog up because my glasses just did.
Yeah, I know. So we're at Marina del Rey. Yeah, we're gonna walk down. There's a drug running boat. Get someplace in a hurry.
Buen día. Yo soy Carlos Rodríguez. Yo vine, me dejaron una llave aquí para el bote de Sheraton.
Valley, they have a fishing tournament going on this weekend that's made the marina more crowded than normal. This is the marina Puerto del Rey, largest marina in the islands, supposedly. We're trying to get our security passes. We're very big on security here. Stepladder.
Pull yourself up.
Actually, the little key is
For the ladder?
for the lock, yeah. You're doing good so far.
Electric winches. Looks like all the running rigging is here. Ray Marine repeaters. More diesel. Raw water strainer. Fuel strainer.
Silver box in here that I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's a hot water. Mirror's a little beat up, otherwise good. Outlets, I believe there's air conditioning. E-Perk, yeah, that's what that is. More biminis. Let me cover. Samsung TV. Kissing that guy.
That just the golden thing.
Through holes. Through holes that aren't being used. So we got a little bit of water down in this section of the bilge. Possible corrosion occurring at the mast step. Some sort of a crack. Looks like paint kind of peeling off the hull. Structural.
This one's had some water in.
Velcro.
Just buffalo that put there.
Velcro's kind of failing.
Okay.
So they're race sails, I guess he's got. Wow, that locker is full. Manual bilge pump, gas locker. This must be the old sails, cruising sails. That's the swim platform, hydraulic, electric powered swim platform. hoses. Don't see electrical cord. Traveler assembly. More running rigging. Man, look at it all. You want to open up this forward locker?
Yeah.
Let's try pulling. There it goes.
That's what it is. Just have to be rotated out.
This must be the bow thruster
Uh-huh.
assembly. I don't see a life raft on this boat anywhere.
Probably took it with him to the Swan.
Yeah, I would think, maybe. Alright, I'll put this back and
And then the dinghy. Did not see a dinghy either.
I'll no dinghy.
This one too. Yeah, that's good. Works. As would be expected. Check that one.
Yeah, I checked all of them.
Okay, that one needs to be relapsed.
Yeah.
See what this was.
Some black stuff on it. I don't know what that's from. Looks like somebody was grinding something. Oh, it's over there too.
Never step on the top of a ladder.
Just hold on to that thing good and tight.
Yes, thank you.
Always take the cushion.
Always taking pictures. I tried to take the butter myself. One of the solar panels sitting in my bag.
Sail drive system. Put a boot on it. So don't see a dinghy, don't see a life raft.
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, they told me it was the dinghy was on davits. I think they might have scavenged it for the new boat. But who knows?
I doubt it.
Looks like it's been had some bottom paint applied while it was here. Transducers.
This is what not fabricated like.
Yeah. This one's ready for
Ready to be bottom
ready to be clean first.
Yeah.
Doesn't look too bad. It just hasn't been cleaned.
Yeah.
This is the bow thruster here. It's a Halberg Rossi here. That keel. Skeg hung rudder. 44 24.7 Beneteau first. Slip away. $149. Chanel Sun Odyssey 49. Not a cat. Looks very slow. Direct drive. The thing with the catamarans is they draw so little water. Look at that. You can take them almost anywhere. But these guys see some screwed up stuff in here. Deep keeled boat, look at that. Beneteau. The firsts are designed as kind of a racing type boat. Another Beneteau first. It's a little smaller one. Look at that torpedo keel. See, it's had some work done on the bow. Doing the local scene. Yeah.
Oysters for me.
Oysters to
¿Quieren pique?
Sí, por favor. Y salsa.
Going into the rainforest, that's the plan here. Here's Carlos tells us the outside air temperature will be 20 degrees. 30 degrees.
Or no.
Carlos tells us this tower was built during World War II as an observation tower. I guess to look for Germans. Of course, being a rainforest, it's always cloudy up here. I'm not so sure you have much to observe.
That's Conquistador. It's your hotel over there.
All the way on the point.
And that small island over there to the right is the Palomino, the private island.
Okay. Cool. Getting the orchids for my dad.
Video this for my co-worker. She's a huge golfer. Boy, if you lose a ball in the rough here, it's really in the rough. Take a drop. That's the best you're going to be able to do. Saying goodbye to Carlos. Carlos was wonderful. He was a great, great tour guide. We had a wonderful time, didn't we? We had a great time with Carlos.
We had a great time. Carlos was awesome.
Carlos rocked.
Carlos was amazing.
We invited him to come to our house in Colorado with his son.
Immediately.
Thank him.
Drag him out.
Yes. Puerto Rico. That was a drop and fall in. Wilson! Wilson!
Without goggles, it's really hard to swim. I hope you didn't catch that because I think my booties just came out.
Let me see.
No. I'm going to do a butterfly, but the bathing suit isn't made for that.
Sounds like the perfect bathing suit for it to me.
No, it
I don't know if I'd be putting that water in your mouth. She brings me a beer. Oh, nice. This is the local beer, Medea. We thought it was Modelo when we first ordered it. But it turned out to be like 9-ounce small can, low alcohol beer for $5 a can. Pretty girls. Unfortunately, Foxy'd out.
Too much?
Too much Foxy.
Not too much.
Didn't coordinate our clothing selections well enough.
I'm sad.
I'm sad, as you should be.
I'm sorry, honey. I could go down and put on my tutu.
No.
No.
We obviously made a pretty big trip to go see this boat in Puerto Rico, Grand Soleil 50, 2004. We very much have liked this boat for a long time. It's been on the short list of our boats on our boat search, and I've been doing this now, searching for boats, or at least watching the market for boats for over a decade. And you know, Wendy and I have both gotten to where we can pretty much identify boats on site by brand and model and year and all that. And so we've looked at a lot of boats, but never really traveled to go see them like we have here. And that's because we're getting more serious. We're thinking that within the next 6 months or so, we're gonna put an offer in on a boat. But it's important, like any other large ticket item, whether it's a house or a yacht or whatever, that you go and you look at a bunch. You have to go look at several and decide if they're the right boat for you. We did a lot of soul searching about what type of boat we want. We've gone to John Kretschmer's Blue Water sailing class, and we're actually scheduled to go with him on an offshore cruise between Grenada and Cartagena next year in 2017. So we've invested money and time in order to decide what it is that we'd like to do, and we've pretty much come to the conclusion that the majority of our sailing would be coastal cruising. That would be within 100 miles of shore, probably going from one port to another along the eastern seaboard. We do need a boat that's offshore capable. The minimum criteria really is to be able to go, Atlantic cruising out to out to Bermuda and down to the islands without really feeling like we're risking our lives doing so. There's two different schools of thought on this. The forum people would tell you that the only boat to have is a Hylas or an Oyster, Tiana. There's some others, or an older full keel, heavy displacement boat. But a lot of the people that are out there cruising are actually doing it on production boats, and I think that you can do that if you, well, first of all, if you're on a budget and that's all you can afford. But more importantly, the big manufacturers do know how to make an offshore capable boat. It's just not their primary niche. So if you're talking about Bruce Farr, who designs all the Volvo Ocean Race boats, or any of the other big naval architects, they know how to build a boat of any type. You just have to tell them what it is that you're looking to do. And so the Grand Soleil is one of these boats. It's a heavier displacement production boat, but not in the same realm as Beneteau or Bavaria or some of the larger European brands. The boat is a heavier displacement boat. It's got more ballast. It trades away some of the real lightning fast hull speed for a little bit more motion comfort. That said, it is a 3-rated boat on my range of 5 stars. The boat lacks a little bit in motion comfort. It's a fast hull, to be sure. It meets the criteria. My spreadsheet gives a point for meeting basic criteria in 5 categories. Those being length to displacement, or displacement to length, ballast to displacement, motion comfort, hull speed, and capsize screening value. Now, the formulas are available online. You can go and make your own spreadsheet and start comparing boats. But just be aware that the formulas are kind of simplistic, and they don't tell everything about a boat. But you can certainly compare across brands and across models to see which boats are going to be like non-starters. If you see a boat that's only getting reporting back 1 star or 2 stars, that it doesn't have good stability and it doesn't have a whole lot of ballast, and it's got really crappy motion comfort numbers, then it's just not going to make a good offshore boat. It'll make a great lake boat or a great flat water boat, but it's probably not going to be the type of boat that you want to take upwind in 10-foot swells and 30-knot winds. That's not going to be a good match. So we are going to be looking at several boats coming up. We're already scheduled to see a minimum of 4. I'm not so sure we're going to video them or necessarily put those up on our channel, but we might. It depends. We'll play that by ear as it goes. But the boat showed very well. Carlos was obviously a fantastic guy to have around. The Grand Soleil 50 was in very top-notch condition in terms of what we've seen from other boats. So we hope to maybe come back and look at this boat a little bit more closely in the future. And if it's not available, well, there's always another boat, another deal, and you just have to approach it that way. You can't rush into purchases like this. You have to keep on going, and eventually the synergy will be right. The stars will align, and it'll be the right boat for you. So we hope that we can bring you the good news, at some point. But as always, if there's comments or questions, or if you've got advice or thoughts, feel free to get in touch, post some comments, and we can start a discussion about it. But that's where we stand right now, and we're really excited to say it was a fun trip. So.
Heed this warning from the earth. Honor this world.